Houska Castle, located in the Czech Republic, has a chilling and enigmatic history tied to what is believed to be a gate to hell. You may have heard of it before, but do you know what drove King Ottokar II of Bohemia to build it? And what about the Wehrmacht soldiers during World War II, who reportedly witnessed eerie supernatural creatures within the castle? Some sources even detail their experiments in this mysterious location, leaving behind eerie remnants in the chapel, such as fading frescoes and murals depicting demon-like figures and animal-like beings. So grab a cup of coffee and stick around as we delve into the dark secrets of Houska Castle. The story dates back to the 13th century when the area was dominated by a bottomless pit, emitting disturbing phenomena. Before the castle was erected, local villagers lived in fear. The pit was infamous for strange occurrences. Reports described black-winged creatures and grotesque half-human, half-animal beings crawling from its depths. These creatures were said to terrorize the region, leading many to believe that the pit was a literal gateway to hell. Before the construction of the castle, the surrounding area was widely believed to be cursed. Villagers reported mysterious illnesses, animal mutilations, and crops failing without any apparent cause. Although these occurrences reportedly lessened after the castle was built, they never completely disappeared. Additionally, people claimed to see half-human, half-animal hybrids, winged beasts, and shadowy figures roaming the area, further fueling fears that the land was cursed. One of the most bizarre legends describes the ghost of a creature said to be half-human, half-bird, wandering ominously near the infamous pit. Legends tell of villagers who ventured near the pit and vanished without a trace. Crops failed in the surrounding area, and eerie howls echoed through the night. The pit's sinister reputation eventually reached King Ottokar II, who ordered the construction of a castle to suppress the dark force believed to emanate from the hole. To seal this supposed gateway to the underworld, the castle was built directly over the pit, with its chapel positioned above the opening. Isolated on a rocky hill, far from trade routes or strategic military locations, the castle seemed out of place. Its construction served a singular, chilling purpose: to seal a mysterious and malevolent pit of hell. The castle's defensive design appeared intended not to keep enemies out, but to keep something trapped within. Its chapel, dedicated to Archangel Michael, features frescoes depicting battles between good and evil, further underscoring its role as a barrier against dark forces. One of the most infamous incidents associated with the pit involved a prisoner. Convicts sentenced to death were offered pardons if they agreed to be lowered into the pit to report their findings. One convict agreed, but shortly after descending, he screamed in terror and was quickly pulled back up. Everyone was shocked to see that he appeared to have aged dramatically. His hair had turned white, and his mental state was shattered. He was deeply traumatized by what he had witnessed. When asked what he had seen, he gave no answer and instead began screaming uncontrollably. The prisoner was incoherent, babbling about horrifying visions of demonic creatures. Despite attempts to treat him with the help of healers and doctors, no treatments proved effective and he died shortly thereafter. One explanation for the area's reputation as cursed is its alleged use as a site for occult rituals. Stories of black-robed figures performing mysterious ceremonies near the pit are among the most enigmatic and chilling aspects of the legend. Local folklore suggests that long before the castle was built, the pit was regarded as a gateway to hell, radiating dark, supernatural energy. According to local tales, winged creatures and grotesque figures were said to emerge from the pit, especially at night. These beings were believed to kill livestock and occasionally abduct people. Villagers avoided the area at all costs, fearing that witnessing or interfering with the rituals could bring curses or possession. On moonless nights, villagers reported seeing groups of black-robed figures gathered near the pit. These figures were said to perform eerie ceremonies involving chants, blazing fires, and strange symbols drawn on the ground. Some believe the figures were part of a cult attempting to summon or communicate with the dark entities thought to dwell beneath the pit. Others speculate the rituals were intended to appease the spirits or seal the gateway to prevent more creatures from escaping. Some historians theorize that the black-robed figures may have been remnants of pagan priesthoods or druids practicing rites connected to older Slavic traditions. Pagan rituals often involved offerings to spirits or gods associated with natural landmarks like caves, pits, or forests. However, with the spread of Christianity, such practices were labeled as demonic, or satanic, even if their origins were benign. According to some legends, these rituals included sacrifices, with the blood spilled on the cursed land said to taint the area further. The unsettling activity of these black-robed figures and the horrors surrounding the pit may have been the driving force behind the construction of Houska Castle. Houska Castle was strategically built directly over the pit, with its chapel placed precisely above the supposed gateway. This suggests a deliberate attempt to seal the portal and consecrate the cursed land. Skeptics argue that these stories may have been fueled by fear of the unknown or natural phenomena, such as toxic gas emissions from the pit. Such events could explain the villagers' mysterious illnesses and the strange behavior of animals. The black-robed figures could have been exaggerated or fabricated to rationalize these strange occurrences. During World War II, Houska Castle in the Czech Republic was occupied by the German Wehrmacht from 1939 until 1945. The castle, steeped in legends of being a gateway to hell due to its infamous pit, attracted the interest of the Nazis. Locals reported witnessing strange lights and hearing unusual noises emanating from the castle during the Nazi occupation, leading to speculation that the Nazis were conducting sinister experiments, possibly attempting to harness the alleged supernatural powers associated with the castle's pit. Heinrich Himmler, a leading Nazi official with a deep interest in mysticism, have supported these activities. Himmler was known for promoting research into ancient myths and paranormal phenomena as part of the Nazi ideology. However, concrete evidence of such activities is scarce, as the Nazis destroyed many records and evidence of their operations upon retreating from the region. Even now, visitors claim to feel the oppressive weight of its history, reporting cold spots, unexplained sounds, and sensations that defy rational explanation. But with records destroyed and time burying many secrets, the truth about Houska Castle may forever remain elusive. Skeptics approach the mysterious events at Houska Castle from a rational standpoint, seeking practical explanations for the stories of paranormal activity that have surrounded the castle for centuries. Rather than attributing the reported cold spots, strange sounds, and shadowy figures to supernatural forces, they suggest these phenomena are the result of natural occurrences, human imagination, and the weight of the castle's long history. One key point skeptics focus on is the cold spots that many visitors claim to experience in certain areas of the castle. For those who believe in the paranormal, these sudden drops in temperature are often interpreted as signs of ghostly activity or portals to another realm. Skeptics, however, argue that these cold spots are likely caused by simple environmental factors. Drafts and air currents, they suggest, may be moving through cracks in the castle's ancient stone walls. Built long before modern insulation, these structures provide ample opportunities for cool air to seep in. The castle's size, combined with its isolated location within a forest, only increases the likelihood of such atmospheric conditions. Additionally, stone, being a material that absorbs and releases heat unevenly, can lead to localized temperature differences. Another phenomenon skeptics address is the strange sounds reported by visitors, including footsteps, whispers, and distant clanking noises. While those inclined to believe in the paranormal may interpret these sounds as echoes of ghosts or trapped spirits, skeptics offer a more logical explanation. The castle's acoustics, shaped by its high ceilings and thick walls, can cause sounds to travel and reverberate in unexpected ways. In buildings with large empty spaces or isolated rooms, even small noises can seem amplified, creating the impression of supernatural activity. As for the infamous gateway to hell, skeptics suggest it may simply be an old natural pit, which over time has become steeped in supernatural lore. It could have been a quarry, a sinkhole, or an old water well. Over centuries, folklore likely developed around this feature, transforming it from a natural formation into a legendary portal. When it comes to the castle's association with the Nazi regime during World War II, skeptics urge caution in linking the castle's reputation to the Nazis' alleged interest in the occult. They argue that the Nazis' involvement with occult practices has been exaggerated in modern times, with no concrete evidence to support the notion that Houska Castle was a site for dark rituals. Instead, they propose that the Nazis may have used the castle for strategic purposes, such as a remote base or storage facility, with the mysterious atmosphere merely fueling rumors after the fact. For skeptics, the true enigma of Houska Castle lies not in the supernatural, but in how humans have crafted a narrative around it. They contend that the legends surrounding the castle are not the result of otherworldly forces, but rather the product of human perception and imagination, blending myth with reality. One can't help but ponder the enigma that surrounds it. Was this ancient fortress truly constructed to seal a gateway to hell, as local legends suggest? Or is it simply the product of centuries of folklore and fear? Did the German Wehrmacht uncover something extraordinary in their time here, something they sought to exploit through their notorious fascination with the occult? Or does its infamous pit truly conceal powers beyond comprehension? One thing is certain: this is no ordinary castle.